Recently, I got to read something very, very interesting. Pepsi had invested close to 160 crores in IPL 6. Not on betting, but on brand building itself. But any guess which is the brand that was selling the most?
Shisha.
It's Coke. How is that possible? What they have done is they have installed the many vending kiosk outside the IPL stadium, and they have slashed their product price by 3 rupees a can. The strategy of Coca-Cola was to tweak the product pricing at the right time, and they save just soon. That's the power of strategy. My dear Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening.
Good evening.
Strategy is a set of action that the managers used to take to achieve organizational goals. In most cases, the goal of an organization is to make money. I repeat, in most cases, the goal of an organization is to make money. How do they do it? They normally tweak 3 variables. One is the cost, second one is price, and third one is demand. And strategy is something which will help you to find out the variable that needs to be tweaked upon to achieve the goal that you have set. So how is it formulated? It's a 3-stage process. Number 1, you need to be damn sure about the goals that you had set for your organization. Number 2, you need to analyze the external environment and try to find out the opportunities and the threats that it poses. Number 3, you need to analyze yourself first. You need to analyze the strengths and weaknesses of your own internal organization. In short, do a comprehensive SWOT analysis to formulate a strategy. Let's illustrate this with a classic example. Many years back, the detergent industry in the country were ruled by a couple of big FMCG players. And one among them were Levers. Levers had some powerful brands like Surf and Sunlight. These 2 brands were literally ruling the market. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a brand which is completely unknown started coming in and it decimated Levers on their own turf. The brand that I'm talking about is Nirma. When Surf was selling at 21 rupees a kg, Nirma started selling at 7. Even before the marketing managers of Levers could even realize what was happening, Nirma metamorphosed from a sub-regional brand to a regional brand and then went on to become a pan-India hit. Never before in the history of Levers, an unknown brand had hit them so hard and so decisively. Now it's time to introspect. What did they do? They went back to the drawing board and they did a comprehensive SWOT analysis and came up with a strategy which can be dubbed as the strategy of the century. The strategy that I'm going to talk about is called SPING. The acronym for the strategy to inhibit Nirma's growth. The marketing managers at Levers had a couple of options in hand. One is to slash the price of Surf from 21 rupees a kg to 7 rupees a kg and take Nirma head on. Is that possible? Yes, it was very much possible. But again, all these days you were selling a product at 21 rupees a kg, suddenly slashing it to 14, that amounts to diluting your brand equity, isn't it? So that option was shelved. And there was one more option. They had a basket of brands. You can pick and choose a brand from the global product portfolio and launch it in India. That's also very much possible. But again, due to paucity of time, they couldn't do it. So the one and only option that was available with them was to develop a brand indigenously, which can take Nirma head on, price it competitively, and have a quality which is as good as Nirma. The brand thus born was Wheel. Wheel was the born. Wheel was born. Coming back to strategy strength, it has got a couple of aspects today. Number 1, it had dynamic pricing. Depending upon the competitive environment and the tax structure of each and every region, the regional managers were given a very free hand to determine the pricing at which they want to launch this product. And the second thing was, that was the first time in the history of Levers a product was toll manufactured. That is, not manufactured in their own facility, they manufactured at a third party. So 2 variables were taken care of. One is the price and the other one is the cost. What is the third variable? Demand. So Levers went on a marketing drive. They advertised heavily. And the rest is history. Wheat is now the country's largest selling detergent brand. And it clocks a turnover of 2,000 crores year after year. That's the power of strategy. It can make or break an organization. Can we take a cue from this in our personal life? Yes, we can. Change is inevitable. All that we need to do is we need to anticipate and monitor change that's happening around us. And we need to act accordingly and decisively so that we will be successful. I repeat, change is inevitable. All that we need to do is we need to anticipate the change and we need to monitor the change that's happening around us. And act decisively so that we will be successful. Else, somebody else will move your cheese.